Oh, they're already starting. How's everyone doing? Does the audio seem fine to you guys? I'm not 100% sure what Damien's on, by the way. Is there a counterspell in his deck? It's like control? Oh, I think it's Jeskai Stoneblade. You know, is Damien on Jeskai Stoneblade?
He's on the Jeskai control list of playing Stoneblade, yeah. It's the one that did well at Barcelona.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go list. I'll be back to help you later.
Alright. So, yeah, the Stoneblade list, we playtested earlier in the week. The videos from it will probably go up tomorrow. But it looked pretty strong. Had some weaknesses, but it did really well at that. People keep saying GP Barcelona, but it wasn't a GP. It's whatever they are now. Like an RC or something. Turn 3, cast iteration. TJ is going to hit that with a counter spell. Damien missed land drops. That's very poor for Damien. Not a good look. So TJ slammed an Omnath with no. So turn 4 Omnath. While Damien was tapped out, Damien plays a consider and does find a land. Passes it back to TJ with 2 mana up. I'm pretty sure I did see counterspell in Damien's hand. I really can't see their life totals at all right now. Where the good deck's at? Right here, man. No 5th land drop from TJ. Saw Solitude. Archmage's Charm looks like multiple counter spells. Damien misses land drop again, has to just go to discard and pitches a Batterskull. And he's down to 10, okay. Snapcaster. Flashback to consider. Still not a land. Untap. There's land number 4. Stoneforge. TJ allows it to resolve. You know he's got multiple counters in hand. Gets a Cauldron Complete, looks like. All right, TJ finally hits land number 5 there. We go up to, looks like maybe 19. Fetch to 18 maybe. And shocks it in down to 16. It's going to give him 4 floating mana too, so. TJ just has 6 mana to fight off this counter spell. So you can counter and hold up Charm or another counter spell on Damien's turn as well now. Chooses to plus the Teferi. Spins the 1 floating mana and taps the Hallowed Fountain for white to Prismatic Ending that Stoneforge. Damien tries to play his own Baby Teferi. It's met with that last counterspell in TJ's hand. Plusing the Teferi again, getting in there. Damien takes 4. Got a Prismatic Ending with 4 colors of mana, I believe, on that Omnath. TJ lets it go. He's just sitting on another one in hand, might as well. Hardcast the Solitude, deal with that Snapcaster. Protecting the Teferi. Now TJ gets to slam this other Omnath. Land drop. Shocking, gaining 4 life. Trying to Prismatic Ending again for 4. Gets the Omnath taken care of again, and both that Solitude. Damien is answering some of these threats, but TJ still just in such a good spot here. It's token by Kahira as well. Yeah, buys Kahira. And says go. What's up? It's Kama. There's no sound. There is sound, sorry. I was just a little quiet. You guys can't hear me, right? Someone asked TJ why he's playing those islands. I'll ask him. Alright, game one goes to TJ. Alright, Damien's on the play. Hopefully he hits his land drops this game. Land go. TJ fetches out a Ralgren Triumph. Land go from TJ, looks like. Damien decides to draw and not fetch. I think he didn't fetch because he didn't want to thin his deck. He missed land drop again. Damien with these two landers, man. Did he have iteration? Just didn't cast it? Wanted to hold out counterspell instead? Fetches basic island. Doesn't want to auto this. Yeah. The aggressive snap. Love it. Oh, Damien's ticked now. Gets in for two. I think I'm on the wrong match. See, TJ's fetched 3 times plus took a hit from snap, so he should be at 15. And Damien's fetched twice. Her match against TJ is an auto loss. Renin 6. Damien is going to respond with Aether Gust. Does TJ want to fight over it? He is going to counterspell. And then ping the snap. Caster Mage. Damien's Way. Dashing Ragavan. Attacks TJ. Wishes he could play that land. And is gonna fire off the bolt at that Ren using the treasure. Still missing land number 3. You can play lands off Ragavan. You cannot. You may not play lands off Ragavan. I said he wished he could. You can only cast cards off of Ragavan. I mean, cast iteration. TJ is gonna fire off counterspell. It's good to prevent your opponent's 2-for-1s as well as keeping them off more lands. Baby Tef and a plus. This iteration is gonna resolve. Damien is crying. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's really unlucky. Consider subtlety. Main phase, consider. Stone, not a land. There's a land. Flaming Kahira. Damien looks like maybe he hit another land. No? Target Bolt. Bolt Kahira. Did find a land. There's a Wren. Got a plus, not gonna minus on the snap. Makes land drop for turn. Plus the Teferi. Damien has a useless counterspell. Yeah, it's just so tough when Teferi's sitting on just like 8 loyalty. Like you you just can't play an instant speed for the rest of the game, most likely. Damien plays his own Teferi and pluses. TJ is finally going to minus his Teferi just to draw a card. Draw the counterspell, which is mostly useless right now as well. Does have Prismatic Ending to take care of that. Baby Teferi. Plus Ren, make my return. Jace the Mind Sculptor hits with a counter spell right away. Damien casting Prismatic Ending, maybe? Only tap 2. See if he's gonna go for Ren or if he's gonna tap a 3rd for Teferi here. Bolt Ren. Does not want Ren to ult. Kind of just everyone's saying draw go right now. I think both hands are full of answers, but not that many threats. Damien gonna cycle a dress down on instep. TJ gonna cycle his Veil of Summer since Damien did cast a blue spell. I think he has another one in hand anyways, maybe 2 more in hand. It's really gross. Alright, there's Prismatic Ending on the Ren. Damien's really clawing his way back in this. Still down pretty bad on mana. But honestly, like, he still has 5 cards in hand. TJ has, I think, 5-ish cards in hand. See if Damien wants to do anything about this Solitude or not. Is going to try to counterspell. TJ's going to, or sorry, Damien's going to Spell Pierce. TJ will have to have an untapped fetchable. See what he has left in his deck. Has a basic plains. Okay, so it looks like TJ's at 12. Cast an iteration, finds a Ren and an Unholy Heat to hand. Cast Ren. I think Damien's had enough. Not going to be able to fight through Ren, Teferi, all the cards, and the mana disadvantage he had, so. Game 2 going to TJ. That's going to wrap it up 2-0.